welcome to That's Pretty Crafty. Hi! We have special guest
Hello.
today. We brought Tiana Wren with us
We did. We
because
did.
someone is an expert in Dresden, or at least a huge fan.
A huge fan. Fun fact, my very first cosplay ever was Lieutenant Karen Murphy from the series.
She's so hot.
She is so hot.
I also need her to be better. Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about lots of stuff.
That's not how we start the show.
No, we're going to start with what have you been crafting lately? And we'll let our guest go first.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, why would you do that?
I know. Because we don't like going first.
I've been working on the shawl that I've been working on for 5 ever at this point. I should be able to finish it in the next week or so. Sorry, I have a hovering person. Oh, cute. I have a gift.
Aw.
That's such a cute couple.
Look how cute.
I love that.
Thank you, Alice.
That was a very worthwhile interruption.
That was a very
was.
yes, you absolutely did.
Correct.
I should be finishing the shawl hopefully in the next couple of weeks. That is the hope. I would like to give it for Christmas.
Nice.
And I know Christmas happens every year, but also, gift giving occasions are far enough apart that I'd like to actually get that done and gifted. Other than that, I went and saw a lot of theater, so I haven't been doing much besides watching a lot of theater.
That's
What
nice.
have you been reading?
I started reading, I reread Stormfront for tonight and devoured it in one evening. I forgot just how much of like a gulp that particular book is for me.
I have fallen asleep to it many a times.
I'm sure. And I started reading Throne of Jade by Naomi Novik.
Oh,
Which is
How is that?
I really like the Tremere. I'm pronouncing it wrong. I know I am. Danny, did you know how to pronounce the name of that dragon? Because it's a French name.
I'm trying to remember. Is it Tremere? Tremere?
Hang on.
That's a vampire clan.
I've got them over there on the bookshelf. I've got the whole.
Hi.
Maybe not the whole series.
It's spelled Temeraiare.
Is that Temeraire?
Maybe Temeraire. Could be.
That is how I would have said that as I'm reading. Ah, yes.
I mostly shorten it in my head to Trem.
Okay.
So I don't have to pronounce it in my head. But I started reading that book, which is the second in the Temeraire books, and I really love them. The first one has a really good feel of like the Sharp books by Bernard Cornwell that inspired a television show starring Sean Bean.
Okay.
One of the few roles where he doesn't die.
Oh.
Surprise.
But it has that feel to it because it's the Napoleonic War, but dragons.
Yeah.
Dragon.
I've got at least 3 of that series sitting on my bookshelf over there. And I think I've read the first one.
How many? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
9. Because after I fell in love with the first one, I was like, I need all of these, and I need them to all be the same. They really re-released them with new covers, and I got very irritated when I realized that, so I had to get them off of thriftbooks.com.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do the same thing
Bless
too.
that website.
That website
Bless it.
is the best. Hi, Dan. I see you.
Oh, hello, Dan. That's Dan.
Yes. We have so many friends today. I love it.
We do have all of the friends.
It's wonderful. So, yeah, that's what I've been working on. Yeah, that's me. Not much.
Awesome. DB, what about you? Or do you want me to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
I made a dice bag. It took me 2 days to do. I do not have it with me anymore because I
Gift.
gave it to the person. And now I'm working on this apron that needs to be done by Saturday.
You can do it. You got it.
You have more faith in me than I do. And then if you see all of this crap in this chair, those are 2 very big Ren Fair skirts that I layer over each other because I'm going to Ren Fair.
Yay!
The website, Danny's mom, is thriftbooks.com. It's a used bookstore online.
And it's the place that I go to find when they like change up covers and things like that, and I want to get the original covers again because I get so irritated about that bullshit.
You can also
Yes.
sometimes find books that are not in print anymore. I found all 3 books that were written after the movie Willow.
Oh,
I have not read them. I realize I am not a big fantasy reader, like high fantasy. I'm more of like an urban fantasy kind of person.
sure.
But I had all 3 of them because they wanted to do more movies, but whoever was making the movies at the time went no. We were all like, oh.
Aw.
It's true. But thriftbooks.com, sponsor us, I guess. We'll talk about you all day long.
Half Price Books is also very good.
Yep.
I have one within walking. It's a long walk, but a walking distance from me.
Nice.
And it's very nice.
I would name the used bookstore that is near me, but it might pinpoint my location.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna.
Fair enough. I actually worked at Half Price Books in Berkeley briefly when I moved here.
Nice.
I didn't make it out of my 2 months probation period. Ha ha, Dan.
What does that mean? Why didn't you make it out, Red?
They did not pay appropriately
okay.
for the level of experience that I came in with as a bookseller, because I had worked at Barnes & Noble for years before that.
Sure.
And they expected an awful lot of time commitment for the little amount that they were paying.
Sure.
Gotta love that.
That makes sense. I was like, oh, I set the bookstore on fire. What?
No,
No, there is no way that I would set a bookstore on fire, no matter
I
how
mean,
big I was.
accidentally, not on purpose.
Oh, come on. Of the 3 of us, who would accidentally set something on fire?
You know what? Since we're gonna be talking about Dresden Files, there's an opening line of one of the books that is one of my favorite lines of any book and ever. The building was on fire, and it wasn't my fault.
Truth.
I think that's book 5 or 6.
gonna
It's
say,
fairly
do-
early in the
I
series.
It's something
do
I've
like
read.
how neither of you raised your hand on who would set something on fire.
Honey, she said it was accidentally. If I'm setting something on fire, it's on purpose.
Well, I set the oven on fire one time, and everybody won't let me live it down. Fuck.
Aww. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, so I'm preparing for a drive down to see the partners. Hey boy. And Ren Fair. Which also means that I'll be playing werewolf though, which is exciting. So
Very cool.
and somebody's gonna let me bake down there, which is probably a bad idea because I set ovens on fire.
Well, I mean, they'll supervise you, right?
Who?
They'll supervise you, right? Someone? Someone? It's fine. It's fine.
Anyway, Danny, what have you been working on? How many projects have you finished since the last time?
Not a whole
You
lot.
finished your
Almost done. I've got one
Oh,
section
that
of the
looks
coloring
so
left to do.
good.
And
That's
it's really
so
blown
cool.
out on this, but I'm really pleased with it. I'm happy with this coloring book. So happy with this coloring book. It's just, it makes me smile. So yay. I have one knitting project that I finished. I have half of it here. The other half is at my local yarn shop being displayed for Small Business
Displayed.
Saturday this weekend.
Oh, nice.
But this is the other version of it. It is a coffee cup cozy.
Oh.
That is so cute.
And it's got a little charm on it, so it's all cute and holiday. And this one I did in double knitting, so you can turn it inside out and have white trees on a green
Amazing.
background.
Didn't you also do that with the pumpkin spice one?
I did, yes. Turns out I'm a huge fan of double knitting little items like this.
Uh-huh.
Plus, for something like this, being double knit, it's twice as thick, so it's going to be more insulating. So it's going to keep
Better
your
for-
hand from
for
getting hot
hands.
and keep your coffee from getting cold. DB's making
Yeah,
faces.
I have the pumpkin spice one. I want to make a few of those once I learn how to double knit.
Yes. Well, and you can also do it just regular color work, which is not as intimidating as everyone seems to think it is. And actually,
Me, I'm everyone.
double knitting is even easier. And when we get together in person, I will show you how to do it. Because you really just are holding two strands of yarn side by side and moving them front and back together, but you're only knitting one of them. But for every stitch that you do, you're basically doing two. So like for this green section, you knit with the green yarn and then you purl with the white. And when you get to the white section, you knit with the white and purl with the green. And so you're making the front and the back fabric at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. So when we are next in person together, I'll show you how to do it, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I've got this one done, and I have I found a website called Stitch Fiddle that will let you create an account and have up to like 15 free charts of designs. So I have designed my next 2 of these. So if I can get it done on time, I'm going to have a blue and white one with a snowflake.
Oh.
And then,
those are my colors. I love that.
and then I'm working on a Valentine's one with hearts on it. So it'll be pink and red.
Gonna have all of the holiday colors.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out the Ravelry back end for discount codes, but my plan is that any one of these patterns is going to be $2, but if you buy any others in the series, it's only $1, because the pattern itself is the same. It's just the chart that changes. So I figured that for something this small and this simple, it feels like a reasonable price. So anyway, that's my thing, and the pattern will be released on Saturday, and it's called Winter Pines. So it'll be on Ravelry, and I'll link it in. I'll put it in the Crits and Knits thing, Discord.
Yeah.
Whatever that thing's called.
Yeah,
I think that we apparently share 11 mutual servers.
It's fine. And the other thing I've been knitting on is a baby blanket, but it's a secret or a surprise for the fam, so I'm not showing it because sometimes Josh shows up here, so I don't want him to see.
Fair enough. What have you been reading?
Well, I read Stormfront, and then I listened to it on audiobook because
that's reading.
James Marsters, I like listening to him as Dresden. And while the audio of the first one was maybe a little rough, it works for the character, and I'm cool with it.
We are going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But I finished that and rolled straight into Full Moon, the second of the series.
Yes.
So I'm listening to the werewolfy one.
That one's good.
I read Wild Love, which was not quite a Grumpy Sunshine romance, and not quite a Second Chance romance, and not quite a Rockstar romance, but a little bit of all of them all mushed into one. And it was really good. I enjoyed it. And then yesterday I finished one called Bear in a Bakery, which is not part of the Virtue Shifters, but it's the same general idea of people know about these bear shifters apparently. And yeah, it's a bear who falls in love with a woman who runs a bakery.
Amazing.
As one does.
As one does.
As one should.
Yes. I imagine it would be very easy to fall in love with a woman running a bakery.
They smell
What's
like
not to
love
love?
all the time.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah.
So yeah, that takes me up to, gosh, do I even want to look at the number? 112 books for the year.
Not bad. Not bad.
No. We can tell we can tell when Danielle's been stressed because she disappears into fantasy worlds and reads.
That is fair. I have started a few books, but none of them have like gripped me so tightly to like keep me reading them.
Yeah.
One of them is like 176 pages, and it started out with me going, ew. So I don't think I'm gonna finish it, even though I was like, the dedication was like, this is for DB. It is not for DB.
Oh.
And then I actually just received my collector's edition because I'm one of those bitches. Sorry, there's a child, Danny's mom.
Whatever.
I I got The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. She just re-released it. It was first published in 2020. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So, collector's edition of this book. It has like really cool painted edges. And there's bonus chapters. So I'll probably reread this again. And like the inside of it has like drawings and whatnot now.
Oh, neat.
Yes.
And they went all in on this.
They really did. And like the cover and everything looks really nice. So like I'm in love. And like even without the dust jacket, it has like a bloody handprint and like
fun.
all this stuff. Highly suggest if you like what the heck is going on, mystery kind of things. Geneva Rose is really good. She has stumped me almost every time, which is shocking because I am one of those people that is like, I knew it was that person.
I like it.
Yes.
Well, cool.
And there's a sequel coming out to this one.
Ooh.
I need it, but they haven't released when it's coming out yet. So,
Mm.
The tag for this book is "His mistress is dead. His wife is his only hope."
Interesting.
Okay.
Yes. So, bless.
Speaking of books coming out, 12 Months is which is the next Dresden Files book is at 86% loading.
Ooh, we like that.
What number is that? How many do I need to get through?
17 or 18?
Ugh.
Let's see. Yeah, 17. Battleground is 17.
Yeah.
I still had to read Battleground. I ran into a fairly major spoiler not long after it came out. It made me go. If I don't read it, it doesn't happen.
Oh no.
Oh, I don't like that.
And that's all I'm saying on that subject.
Only 4 books in. I'm at Summer Night. I need to like.
Oh.
But God damn it, Dresden.
I want to say that I think Ghost
good.
Story was the last one that I'd read, which is 13.
Which one was the last one you read? Sorry.
A Ghost Story.
Ah, that one was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like I just need to like. So here's what happened. Also, if you guys haven't figured it out, we're talking about the Dresden Files.
Yes,
and
that
doing
is
craft.
today's topic.
Which is why I've started doing my craft.
Yes,
Correct.
Our craft, just real quick, is we're making wand/blasting rods, and my plan is to use hot glue to build up a bit of a handle and do some decorations. My husband was nice enough to make it. He called it drumstick shaped. So.
Oh my.
I have decided that I'm going to use yarn to build up some texturing stuff.
I like it.
And then paint it. And I found a really cool iridescent paint that I will probably paint like, I don't know, cool
stuff.
things on.
Yeah, I am not making a wand, mainly because I could not find a stick, and I need to finish knitting. But so I don't even know what I was gonna say now. Damn.
You were going to introduce everyone to the Dresden Files and what we're talking about in general.
Correct. So we were talking about the Dresden Files, the book series, but just the first book because the three of us were able to either re-listen to it or have read it recently or whatever. I have often fallen asleep to this book since Ren introduced me to it. There are going to be 18 books. Well, the 18th one is currently being worked on. I need to
And
get caught up.
yeah, and the 18th book is not the last book.
No.
We don't know when the last book is going to be like announced and all of that, but we have known for a long time what the titles are likely to be.
Ooh, is he like trying to wrap them up then?
I don't know.
Oh,
It
okay.
feels like it feels like he is though, because at the point that he's at with the Dresden Files in the books that are currently out, it feels like it's building up to like. So I think of Dresden as being a very much a D&D character.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And that really was underlined for me rereading book 1 for this, because it's been a long time since I've gone back and done a reread, and it really underlined for me, yeah, wow, you really were a first level
Yes.
wizard on in this one.
Yes, he was definitely a little baby
Yeah.
wizard to start with, and did not
Wee
know
baby
all
wizard.
the stuff that he knows as things go on.
Yeah.
So yeah, for those who don't know, the Dresden Files is about Harry Blackstone Copperfield Dresden, who is a wizard in Chicago. He advertises in the Yellow Pages, and gets a lot of prank calls because of his advertisement. Let me see if I can find it.
He is an interesting feller.
Mm-hmm.
If they ever do try and make another show of it, I hope they do it animated. Because
Yeah.
we need James to be the voice of Dresden
Yes.
forever and always.
What are you talking about? Another TV series? There was never a TV series.
Yeah,
According to
we are deniers.
IMDb,
Nope, nope.
Ren,
IMDb lies.
According to anyone who actually likes the books, there was no TV series.
For those who don't know, yes, technically there was a TV series, and honestly, I would recast the Paul Blackstone played Dresden, and he did a very good job. I would recast him. I do not like what they did to Murphy. They made her too tall, brunette, and her dad is still alive.
Isn't that,
Her dad being dead is kind of an important thing for her storyline.
yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of like a major
I mean,
thing for her.
I could have been okay with like her being tall and brunette and all this stuff. But like to change like her major background,
Yeah. And it comes across in the show like not super overtly, but it felt like to me very much like a, well, I'm following in daddy's footsteps. Like it felt very much like a daddy's girl police officer kind of thing. And I don't object to that in stories, but I
that's
do
not
when
who
it's Murphy.
Karen Murphy is.
yeah. Dan, that is the only way I'm reading these books. There is no way in hell I will be able to get through them in a timely manner if I don't listen to them. Because I feel like I would have to read for 3 years to get through 18 books. That's not true. I got through 24 this year already, so.
And in defense of Jim Butcher's amateurish writing, yes, that was the Dresden Files was his first published series, and you can tell in the first several books.
True. There are a lot of things in the first book that I went, what? So like Dresden and Murphy are supposed to be really good friends, but she doesn't trust him. Like I'm like, wait a minute. Why aren't you asking questions? Not just throwing hands. Like, hold on.
So rereading that, because I remember you talking about that. What interested me about that was that it made sense, because he was trying to get information about a police investigation, and her ass was already on the line with the commissioner.
Sure.
She was already like on the verge of losing everything already. And Dresden was not making things easier by not telling her things.
Yeah.
This is true, but she also didn't ask. And I'm like, oh.
Well, here's the thing. She was trusting him. She was trusting that he was telling her the truth when he said things, when he lied to her.
Yeah.
And then he broke her trust. And I absolutely agree with her.
No,
beating the shit out of him.
I'm not saying that like she shouldn't have beaten the shit out of Dresden. The other thing is this is also a Dresden. She is your friend. You trust her. Why aren't you telling her things? Like, she knows about your world, you stupid fuck.
But I think some of it is that she doesn't know everything, and he doesn't want to tell her everything, because the more he tells her, the more danger she's in.
And the more danger he's in, because the White Council does not like people knowing about them.
Yeah.
Lame.
Like, all of their motivations make sense. I just get irritated because the trope of miscommunication is one of my least favorite in fiction.
Correct. My thing is at least, and this might change later, but at least in book 1 they are not love interests, and so it's not a trope of I'm not communicating with the person that I'm in love with.
Yeah.
So I could handle a little bit of miscommunication with friendships, but if they were dating, I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you?
But yeah, I forgot how much I really do like the first book. Like, I'll rag on it for its kind of amateurish writing because, he was a newer writer. But he really did a good job of setting out the ground rules of the world. Soul gazes were way more important in that book than I remembered them being. Like, apparently everyone knows about wizards, and everyone knows you don't meet a wizard's eyes.
Yep.
Which is an interesting thing for everyone to just kind of know.
Yeah. It also, so I will say, I think it makes it easy to be like, because they have the Dresden Files TTRPG. Thank you. My brain just went, and you don't know words anymore. It made it, I think, easier to probably make that, because there is so much information that Jim Butcher has like built out.
He's definitely a TTRPG player.
I love Toot Toot.
Toot Toot is the best.
Fantastic.
The fact that Toot Toot just shows up all the time. I freaking love Toot Toot.
Yeah, honestly, there are not many characters that I actively dislike in the Dresden Files. I know we said we were only going to talk about book 1, but Michael Carpenter comes in book 3.
Oh, I love Michael.
Book 3. And Michael is the best. Like, he is one of the best examples of a paladin in a non-D&D story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Dan has friends that played with Butcher regularly when they all lived in the greater SLC area. St. Louis? Where is that?
Salt Lake City?
Probably that more than St. Louis, because St. Louis would be
STL.
STL, yeah.
I enjoy his writing. I am not a super fan. I have not followed where he's lived.
I love that.
Integral in the TTRPG writing. That makes sense.
Yeah, I love that. Good.
Honestly, I would be a little surprised if he wasn't. Yeah. Especially with all the little notes that are left in character voices.
Whole lot of Mormons. You're not wrong.
True. Also, weirdly, Idaho has a whole lot of Mormons.
Because of the Brigham Young University.
Is that where it is? I thought it was in Utah.
There's 2. At least 2. My cousins, if you can't get into the Utah one, you go to the other one.
Okay.
Because all of my cousins went there, so.
Valid.
Yeah.
I'm just letting my glue cool and dry a little bit before I add a second layer, but I've got a nice, it's going to be big enough for my hand.
And that's what matters.
It is. This is my wand.
No, I'm in agreement. It wasn't me being sarcastic. That is what matters.
It is, yes.
Uh,
Yeah, I also
there.
forgot how much I enjoyed that first book.
I yeah, I love it. I tried not to, but Ren got me into it. I got hooked.
Haha.
New things to enjoy, haha.
Yeah, except it's a 18-part book series.
With more to come.
Ah,
That's the best part.
Well, and we've known for a long time that at least what I had heard um when the last time that it came up, that the end of the series is going to be a trilogy.
oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
have to wait for all three of those to come out.
they're going to be called, I don't know what order they'll be in: Empty Night, Hell's Bells, and Stars and Stones.
As
All the
one does.
swears.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if that's still the case, but that was the case at least at one point. But,
Sure.
stories change in the telling, so it's possible that that's not the case anymore. Can I help you, Sherlock?
Could also be the case that he never ends it.
I mean, it's getting to the point where he is now that he kind of has to end it.
The good news is that he's not pulling a George R. R. Martin. He is working on stuff. He is not completely abandoning
Sure.
this in favor of other things. I know people felt a little worried for a while, but there was a lot of litigious stuff, it sounded like, going on.
He had a pretty bad divorce, from what I understand,
Oh.
and had to move at one point.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
this, yeah, and I know about this as a casual person. He talks about it, so
Yeah.
I don't feel
That's
like I'm
fair.
speaking out of school.
No. And there was some theorizing that he stopped publishing for a little while because of that whole process.
I
Could be.
mean, yeah, going through any litigation thing takes a toll on somebody, so I could understand him being like, don't have the energy to do this right now.
Well, and it also might be on the more not wanting to pay more alimony.
That too.
Let's not change my financial situation in the middle of all this. Let's just wait.
Yeah.
I could see that being the case, and honestly, I wouldn't be too upset if that were the case.
No, and people have lives and things happen and you got to deal with stuff. And then sometimes the muse strikes and you just have to write.
Yep. I mean, you can write. You don't have to publish.
That is true. That is very true. I forgot how long it takes for this glue to dry. Maybe it's not a low temp. Maybe it is a high temp. I am using my Ryobi hot glue gun. No, I'll turn it around so you can see the name. It's a Ryobi and it uses the batteries. So the glue gun itself is on there charging. And when I lift it off, the little light goes off, but it stays hot for a little bit. And then I just put it on and it charges back up and reheats. But it's got this.
The look on Deebles' face was classic.
It's fine. It's got a little lip right here that catches the drips that come out.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
not dripping all
cool.
over my desk.
I did not know that Ryobi made glue guns.
It was a pleasant surprise. I want to say
Is,
I found it at the Tanger outlets. There was a
is
store that sold just Ryobi stuff.
is this the one that gave you third-degree burns?
Maybe.
It's a low-temp heat gun. Herp-de-derp-de-derp-de-derp.
Like, I'll tell myself whatever lies I need to tell myself.
And I will correct you.
That's what I've got you for, to keep me accountable. Or something.
Or something. Oy boy.
But you'll
No.
notice that my hand is far away from the hot tip. I'm being smart.
That's what she said.
Well, that's not effective
Yeah,
as she said it.
I think one of the things that frustrated me the most about the television show can really be encapsulated in the fact that they did tackle Stormfront, the book that we all just read.
in an episode, right?
in a single episode.
Like that's not no, you can't do that. There's too much going on.
There's too much that happens in that book.
Yes.
Honestly, if they do try a television show again, I want them to do it like Game of Thrones style, where it's, you know, on something like HBO, and it has a season per book, or a season per 2 books for the first 2 books. That's fine. They're shorter.
Yeah.
But give it some freaking time to breathe.
Yeah, the audiobooks for the first one was 8 hours, the second one is 10 hours, and then it just goes up. The next several are 11, and then 13, 15, 18 for cold days, almost 19 hours for cold days.
That sounds right.
You know what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm going to finish Summer Night while I'm working, because nobody else should be at the office.
Nice.
And everybody should be able to leave me the heckity-beckety alone.
Heckity-beckety.
Heckity-beckety.
I like it.
Well, nibblings are around.
No, they're not. They left.
She left.
They said it in the chat.
Mom said
I
the kiddo's
saw
gone.
that, but they could also wander back in. Also, Greg is here, so Blueberry might be able to hear me.
I mean,
Blueberry has heard worse from her father.
It's true. She's gotten her father in trouble with his wife. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get back into Dresden Files. The problem I did was I listened to 1, 2, 3, and then tried to start 4, and I went, "Girl, you need to switch it up. This is called burnout."
oh,
No, we call that obsession.
yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah, but when I'm getting like irritated at a character, that is when I'm like, oh, okay, honey, let's take a quick break. Let's step back.
Yeah,
Valid.
I think it's been long enough. I think I can probably go back. Also, I have a whole bunch of points, so I could probably almost get the rest of the Ding Dang books on Audible.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, is I'm collecting them through my Audible. And honestly, once I've got all of them, I'm probably going to cancel my Audible account, because my TBR is big. I have 318 audiobooks.
Damn, Danny.
Yeah.
Good job.
And I have not listened to all of them. I've not listened to most of them, because I keep thinking, oh, this is going to be really good. And then I get distracted with, like, work and physical books and TV shows and other things, and keep forgetting that this is an option.
Lucas. What?
Although I do have at least 3 books on there that I bought entirely to play as I fall asleep. Because you know how there are some people that you listen to and you're like, I could listen to you read a phone book and I'd be fine.
Yes.
Yeah. I've got 2 books narrated by Liam O'Brien.
Oh.
And one of them is a book about golf. So I give no shits about it.
Your favorite sport, Danny.
I mean, I don't dislike it, but I'm not a golf fan. I grew up with a golfer for a dad, so I'm very aware of golf.
Do you want some deep lore about Deebles?
Give me Deeble's lore.
My uncle was a pro golfer.
Nice. That's fun.
Worked at a golf course and all that jazz. I don't think he still does it, though. Did tournaments with people.
I worked a golf course for a season as a bartender.
I feel like that's the only way I could work at a golf course.
But I had the morning shift, so I started at 5.
In the morning?
Yep. Because
That is
golfers
a time that should not exist.
like early tea time. Oh yeah, no, it should not exist. And
That's true. Golfers do like their early, god-awful tea times.
the good news is that for their 5 o'clock tea times, they just wanted like a can of beer, so I didn't have to mix drinks. But we also served
It
breakfast.
wasn't like mimosas.
These were not the fancy golfer type. They were beer golfers, mostly.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, early morning tea
Yeah,
times to
ACT
avoid the
times.
heat.
That does make sense.
Yeah.
Arizona's just stupid hot, full stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Stuff I knew.
Okay, stop being stringy.
I'm using the yarn to build up the handle so that it has some grip.
What's considered lovely, Dan? I don't know. I've never been to Arizona.
Oh, 80s.
I mean, it's similar to Georgia, but drier.
Yeah. As
Yeah,
as much as Rowan hates the phrase, at least it's a dry heat. It is true.
I can barely handle Georgia. 70. Oh.
Yeah, no, I can handle
Oh, it's actually quite pleasant.
Yeah.
a hotter heat if it's dry.
Yeah, I feel like that's how a lot, like everybody feels. Because as soon as you throw in humidity, you're just sticky as well.
Hmm.
I hate the days, especially in the summer here, where you open the door and it feels like you walk into a wall.
Yep.
Like the air is thick.
That is why I moved to the north.
Yeah.
North.
Also money.
Yeah.
I was not going to make money in my hometown. Oh boy. I may have to go real quick to do a thing.
Okay.
My dog is being a weirdo and I think he what's up on my mom's bed, but my mom's bed is like over 5 feet high, so
Not
he
ideal
can't
for.
get on it by himself. I can barely get on it by myself.
What, you mean you didn't build furniture specifically for your pets to get up and onto beds?
I'm
You know
actually
what?
planning to do that.
Danny, we did not, and even if we did, this little shit fuck wouldn't do it, cause he can't even go up and downstairs properly.
We have
He does it specifically to spite you.
yeah,
He
probably.
gets to the third step at the bottom, freaks out, and then goes, "Oh, okay," and jumps. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Close enough.
No. And then he will fall down the stairs and then refuse to come up the stairs. Lucas, you're not supposed to be in here. You're a bad dog. Come on, buddy.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
we built stairs at the foot of our bed for our dogs.
Lucas.
Because why
This
not?
surprises me not at all.
Lucas.
Well,
The
they
disappearing dog.
are the kind of needy little girls who get sad when they're not with their people.
Aww.
And their people like to sleep solidly. And waking up to help the dog off the bed so that she can get water or whatever is pretty. I like that.
I'm using the same yarn that I used for the hand fasting scarf.
I like it. I'm just building up glue, making patterns.
They are little dogs, and the bed is, I assume, fairly high,
It is, yes.
which is hilarious given how small Danny is.
Wrecked.
Well, the nice thing is I just back up to it and I'm sitting on it.
I talk a lot of shit for someone who has exactly the same kind of bed.
Yep. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a tall bed.
Height, I mean.
But yeah, we made stairs. We started out with a ramp. But as Mia got older, she had a little bit more trouble with it and would just like slide down, even though it was carpeted. And I worried about her poor little feet getting rug burn. So we switched it up and made the steps. They're about 4 inches tall and like 12-inch platforms. So there's lots of room to slowly climb up. And even with the arthritis in the hips and everything,
Oh, baby.
they were able to, all three of them were able to get up and down. And even Molly, who's afraid of stairs most days.
Molly's afraid of a lot of things.
Yes.
What do you mean, Dan?
I don't know.
Short people got no reason for what, Dan?
You got two shorties
mean,
here, buddy.
Aren't all beds perfect sitting height for you guys?
Ha!
So close to the ground.
Depends on the bed. You haven't met me. Oh, I see. Randy Newman song. The top part of my mattress is at about mid rib cage height for me. I actually do have to kind of like jump up onto it, which was hell when my knee was all bubberknocked.
Ooh, yeah, that would suck.
That was not pleasant. You clearly don't have the bot on that blocks messages with hate speech, because they got some hate speech against short people going on.
Damn.
It's fine.
Everything
Says the tall person.
I am the resident tall, apparently.
Well, today you are.
Yeah, because there are some people in our friend group that make me feel short. Some people, one person.
Yeah. Well, that one person has all the tall.
He does. He should have shared.
I would just like 2 more inches, 2 to 3 more inches of height. Although I say that, and in the old studio that I used to do some work in, I was the only person who could walk around in the loft without banging my head on things.
That is convenient.
I would skim right under the pipes.
Mom and I went to a puzzle room. It's kind of like an escape room, but not really. And there was an area where they're like, "Oh, crawl through here," and I went, "Look at me."
No.
And I was like, I am too tall. And I looked in to crawl into it. I was like, ooh, claustrophobia is real.
Know that feeling.
Yeah. But it was fun. We did not do well, but we got the best outcome.
Okay.
And it was only the 2 of us doing all of the puzzles, so.
That makes it harder.
Yeah.
Okay, I think my glue is cooled and dried enough that I can start painting.
Ooh. Just in time for us to wrap up.
We got another few minutes.
No, I know. Anyway, what about Dresden?
What about Dresden?
What about Dresden?
What about Dresden?
Favorite characters, favorite moments in this book. Okay, ladies.
Oh.
And ladies, I'm off the game. Have fun at the gaming bar.
Oh,
Is it
Jelly.
the one that,
enjoy.
Is it the one that we went to, Dan, or is it a different one?
He's leaving us.
He's abandoning us.
But hey, he showed up for a little while.
Yeah, he showed up for most of it, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
much
true.
much appreciated, friend.
yeah.
Yes, we do love having our
A
friends
different
show
one.
up.
Different one, Ren.
Okay. Well, you have to tell me how it is, and next time I come out, we'll go if it's any good.
My God, so sorry. I'm so
Oh, gosh.
yawny tonight.
I'm so sleepy.
So sleepy. And I have D&D after this.
So do I.
Oh boy, which D&D are you doing?
It's the streamed game, Death.
Ah, yes.
Oh, how's that going? I keep trying to catch all of the things, but I am an EP baby and a busy baby.
Well, I won't give you spoilers if you don't want them because those episodes are up on my YouTube.
I need you to send a link to the Deebles, please.
I can certainly do that.
Thank you. Because I can listen to that while I work some days.
Nice.
Let me just maneuver here for a second.
Oh, Ren, don't do it now. You
Well,
can
if
do
I
it
do
whenevs.
If I do it now, then it can go out into the world.
Yes. We share with the world.
No, just the Deebles.
You can allow things to be shared elsewhere. It's okay.
No, I can't. I'm a brat.
Clearly.
Rude.
We like you anyway.
Somebody has to.
Okay. Put that down so I don't get paint everywhere. It's going to take multiple coats to cover hot glue.
Yeah.
Because I don't think hot glue likes paint all that much.
No, it
But
usually doesn't.
I think once the first coat dries, it'll be easier to put more on top. Since we're putting things out into the world, come here. No, that's not what I... Okay, that's fine. Do it that way. I hit buttons that I didn't mean to hit. Everything's
You guys
all
are at
right. There we go. We're going to share it in the chat.
How dare you? No, I'm just kidding. So you guys are at about 12 episodes right now, plus your session 0, obviously.
Yeah, I haven't put out the most recent ones.
Okay.
So I put up the entire Tempest arc, which was the first Domain of Dread that we went to.
Sure.
And haven't started putting up the Akath arc yet.
Okay. Amazing.
But yeah, so there's 14 episodes. There'll be 15 after tonight. But those are, you know. What? 13 and 14 are still on my Twitch. So I'm not in a rush.
On your Twitch?
On my Twitch.
That's fair enough.
Because they are still available.
Good. We like having things available.
Correct.
Yeah. I think I lost the video for one of the Vampire the Masquerade sessions.
Aww.
I have the audio.
Oh. Yeah, you have to be kind of quick at times to get some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost a couple of Kids on Brooms episodes because they hadn't given me the login for the software that would stream to multiple things. And they thought they had. So we were just streaming to Twitch, not to YouTube. So they didn't think to download from Twitch before it went away.
Oh, no.
So we lost 2 episodes, which is too bad because they were good episodes too. But that's okay.
Yeah, Dan and I record the audio like we do with the redacted reports on Audacity, but I think I've lost the video, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Shit happens. We lost many episodes that way for things like NA by Night, so.
Heck, we lost some That's Pretty Crafty episodes because we were learning. The first few were just gone.
Well, one of them wasn't even on this channel.
That's true. That's true. We started elsewhere.
Yup.
Okay, I have to stop playing with it and let it dry, but I'm really bad at being patient.
Well, Danny, what are we doing next time?
I don't know, because we're not doing anything for next time. We
Are
were
we off?
Yeah, DB's not going to be here. So
I'm
let me open my...
Oh,
you said that.
You're right. I have
Yeah,
a thing that
you
night.
told me that already.
I thought I wasn't going to be as in here in the state of Ohio.
No, like on the show, you are not available
Correct.
for the next episode, which was going to be December 10th. because we were going to talk about the book Nightmare Before Christmas.
Fuck. I knew I was supposed to be reading something. Shit.
He's fine.
Well,
But now you're not.
no, I'm not.
But that'll be a fun thing to talk about after the holidays, so you can read it over the holidays. Or not.
Have I told you that I'm trying to write a Christmas love story?
Shoot. Hey, you guys want to be in an audio drama
Yeah.
Why?
that I have to finish I have to start adapting tonight and finish adapting soon and record soon?
Well, yes.
Someone forgot about Christmas storytelling with Silas, huh?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm always down to clown.
You know
I'll
I'm
work.
around.
I will work with Red on anything. If Red were to murder somebody and ask me to come hide a body, I would freaking do it.
You would be there. Excellent, excellent. Good to know
you
you've
have
got
the right
friends like that.
around you when.
So yeah, if we're going to not be doing the 10th, the next one will be January 7th.
Oh my god. Might not be January.
TV!
I'm trying to see when I can take off of work and be in Georgia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm probably driving back on the 5th. I just don't know yet.
Okay.
Because I got to talk to my boss.
So we're going to say stay tuned.
Yeah.
We'll let you
Happy
know.
holidays, everybody. We will see you after the Christmas times.
Yeah, just there's a lot of traveling and other stuff coming up in the
Family.
next month that
Holiday schedule, like
holiday
summer schedules.
schedules. Yep. It complicates life for everyone, but that's okay.
December gets crazy. But if you guys are interested, I will still be doing the 12 days of Twitchmas.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that'll be starting on, I believe, December 13th.
Okay.
Oh, I won't be. I'm going to be out of town starting on the 19th.
It's okay. But it,
I'll probably still stream for a bit in there, but
yeah. But if you all want to come hang out with me, I'll be over there playing whatever video game I feel like, probably Dead by Daylight.
You know, as you do.
Yeah. Finishing Final Fantasy. We should finish some of the games that I've started.
You should.
The problem is the Final Fantasy games are a commitment.
they are. I mean, they're a JRPG, and JRPGs are always just like,
A commitment. Especially
Yeah.
older ones.
yeah.
Anyway.
Get back into Persona 4 Golden.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you everybody for joining us. Because we will not see you until after the Christmas time.
Till the new
Be
year.
safe out there with your family. Have a wonderful holiday season.
Make lots of stuff. Read lots of stuff.
stuff. Post it in our Discord, and we will see you in the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stick around. We're gonna raid Cage. Because we like
Yeah.
Cage. So happy
Goodbye.
everything, everyone, and we will
Bye.
see you later.
And January 7th.
January.
Hooray!
Bye. Okay, and we're rating, and we're going to the end screen.